YouTube channel. If you have not done so already, if you could like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Today, I will be making a grapevine wreath, an Easter grapevine wreath. Now, if you haven't seen them already, they're floating around all over the place. We have the He is Risen sign that we'll be working with today. If you come on in, just say hi and tell me where you're here from. If you watch the replay, just let me know, #replay. Say hi so I can say hi back. We're going to be working with this today. We're also going to be working with an 18-inch grapevine. I've already got it all cleaned up. And many, many flowers. Got my greenery right here. I have some wisteria leaves, some variegated wisteria leaves. We have some beautiful, beautiful hydrangeas in different shades of purple. And I've pulled some different purple. I'm going to drop everything on the floor. But pulled some different other purple flowers, and I've got some cream colored florals. It's going to be festive. Let's get started. I'll start with my sign. Actually, I'm going to start with my grapevine. I take it back. I'm lying to you. Start with my grapevine. And here's why. Good afternoon. How are you? You love the purples? Aren't they beautiful? Hello, Maria. Good morning. Good morning to Maria. Good afternoon to Crafted Circle. It's morning here. I'm sure it's afternoon by you. This grapevine, it's kind of wonky. So when I'm picking my grapevine, I bought this in bulk. This one was kind of funny. It's kind of one of the last ones I'm using. So what I'm going to do is one side of it kind of has some pieces sticking out. If you could see that. It's kind of pokes out there. And then we have one kind of right here. I want to put that on the front. And the reason I'm going to do that is because that's not going to lay very well on somebody's door. Hello, Carissa. How are you? This is not going to lay well. So I'm going to put that on the front. I look like your Aunt Kathy. Well, twinsies. And then this little part right here, I want to hide this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the front, and that's where I'm going to put my sign. I'm going to hide that little knot because nobody wants to see that foolishness. So we're going to put this as the top of our grapevine, and then this is where our sign will sit. So you won't even see that little knot right there. You won't see it at all. And then this little piece right here will be covered up with flowers. You're not going to see that at all either. Thank you so much, Sophia. So let's get our sign put on. Now, you can do it a couple different ways. I'm going to use my handy dandy staple gun. Thank you, Maria. Now, two different things you can do. If you don't have a staple gun, you can use these mounting squares. Hi, Mom. Mom's in the house. How are you? You can put these mounting squares on. A little handy tip, if you're using these, don't just rely on the glue in here or on the stickiness. Put either a little super glue on here and put a little, what? I don't understand. Okay. Put a little glue on here and put this down with the glue, with the super glue. She is my actual mom, yes. After you put that on, go around it like you would be caulking something with some hot glue. Little extra coverage, or like, not coverage, but little extra insurance to make sure it stays on there. Especially, don't use it on metal. Don't use those on metal. Just poke a hole through the metal with a little hole puncher, because glue doesn't stick to metal very well. This is wood. Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. In my case, I'm just going to use, like I said, there's a couple different ways you can do it. There is more than one way to do a bunch of stuff. I'm going to take bind wire. Now what this is it's just a nice thick wire covered in paper. And I'm going to cut a few decent sized pieces so that I've got enough to go through my grapevine. And I just take a couple so that I can secure the top and the bottom. And since it's already the color of the grapevine, you're not going to see it in the back. So it'll be camouflage, so the customer won't see the mechanics of the what you're doing on the wreath. Nobody wants to see how the sausage is made. All right, let's see. We're gonna remove that foolishness. Silly people. Okay, and I'm just gonna hold your ears. Pardon me. And I usually crisscross them to make sure that they are in there. And, okay, let me, hold on. Sorry, my moderator's not here. I usually put some hot glue on top of that, just for little extra insurance for that too. You don't want that to pop off. And then I'm just gonna put one at the bottom. Easy peasy. Again, I'm sorry about the noise. It'll be quick. I'll make it quick. I'm trying to make it quick, but it's not cooperating. Okay, that didn't go through. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not coming in. Okay. They're not in there. All right. Now they are. This shirt, oh my goodness. Maybe Versona. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've had it for maybe a couple of years. I don't know. I know, right? I don't think they won't be here anymore because I just blocked them. Thank you, Maria. All right. So I'm going to take this, just going to twist it a little bit. Twist, twist, twist. And I'll pull it up here so you can see a little better. And I'm going to, no, you know what? I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm not going to get you seasick. I'm going to pull the table up. I love my table. I got it this year for my birthday. Thank you, Mom. I'm going to take this and I'm going to show you just through the back how I'm doing this. I'm going to try to do it. I only have 2 hands though. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm putting it in the right place too. So, okay, let me get it in the right place. I'm going to stick it through and then I'm going to show you how I did it. I want to stick it through the actual grapevine. I don't want to put it around. Okay, let's see. Get this in there. Okay, so you see how instead of just wrapping it around the grapevine, I just stuck the wires right through here. And that way I can just take this, position that, pull it real tight, and then you're just gonna twist it a few good times. Make sure it's tight. And then we're gonna go through with the second one and do the same thing. Pull that in. Pull that in, pull it tight, wrap it a good few times. Now I'm going to keep it long. I'm going to keep these wires. I'm not going to cut them until after I'm done with the whole wreath, because in case I need to move it or shift it after I put other stuff on, it'll just be a lot easier if I haven't cut the wires yet. So now we've got a wreath with the sign on that's covering this funky little knot right here that nobody wants to see. All right, so let me pull this back where you can see. Now since I have this on, it wants to do that, but we're gonna, thank you, Emily. We're gonna go ahead and put some floral, so it's gonna balance each other out. The cable ties from the which ties are okay. Are you talking about these ties, the binding wire? Are you talking about the mounting squares? Either one of them you can get from Amazon. This is called bind wire. And these are just mounting squares. And honestly, you can get these from Amazon or any wreath supply place. Yes, the mounting squares. Amazon, Deco Exchange, Craft Outlet, any of those places carry these. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to get started with some wisteria leaf. Now, instead of ficus, I'm going to mix it up. These are a little bit smaller. Kim, there you are. Well, I needed you a minute ago. I had some Lulu making some crazy comments in here. That's all right. I fixed them. That's okay. We got it. Got it all handled. All right, let's get some wisteria leaf in here. I really like these because they're variegated, which, I mean, I'm sure y'all know what variegated means. Got the veining and all the different colors in it. So I'm just going to break these up. They have the 3 different branches, so I'm going to cut the 3 branches. That one almost went in the glue pot. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, honey, I'm teasing you. You're fine. You're fine. You have stuff to do too. All right. Now, how far do I want? I'm going to cut them down because these leaves have each one has quite a bit of. They've got quite a bit of leaves on them, so I'm going to cut them down to. I'm going to cut them each one. This has a lot. It's the first time I work with one of these, so I'm getting set up for a live across. Yes. These are so pretty. But yeah, they have way more. Ooh, they have way more than ficus do. I am liking them. So like I said, this is the first time I've ordered these. But boy, do they have, they're smaller than ficus, but they've got a lot on their, on each branch. Each stem has a lot of coverage on it. So I'm going to start up top, right where, ooh, glue, don't you drip on me. I'm just going to make my starting point where I'm not going to go past there. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. Let's see, how far do I want to go before I put it in? I think I'm going to go right down there. Okay, so now I'm just going to green my base. That's what you call it when you are putting your greenery down first. You're greening your base to get ready to put your florals in. So I'm just going to go around with my wisteria leaf, and this is not the best grapevine, I will say, because it's, you see how much space is in between those branches. Aren't the hydrangeas stunning? This one wants to fold. Stop folding on me. I'll either cover that up or fix it later. I'll steam it. You can steam, in case you didn't know, if you're new to florals, you can steam your leaves and your florals if they are squished or flattened or folded or they're just not cooperating with you. You can steam them and poof, bring them back to life. Little handy dandy tip. Get in there, get in there. And just like with these grapevines, and I could have done it, but I'm going to fill this up so much, it's not going to matter. With grapevines like this, you can take a wire a little bit thinner than this bind wire that I have, and you can wrap it inside here and pull it, and you can actually tighten your grapevines where they won't be as, these holes and gaps won't be as wide, so it's easier, it'll hold your stems better. But I'm gonna have so many stems in here, it's not really gonna matter. I'll have to do a video on that. One on that, and I'll just do one on cleaning a grapevine. This one was already clean. Are you talking to me, Kim? I guess not. I took 2 of these out, but I'm really thinking 1 might be enough. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Get in there. Get on in there, buddy. Now, I'm going to end up having a bow right over here. So everything that's above the bow, I'm putting in this direction, and everything that's below the bow, I'm sticking in this direction. You bored? Well, I hope I don't bore you too much. Ooh, got them glue strings going. All right. Now you see this crazy thing right here that wants to, you see this? Does not want to cooperate with me. Craziness right there. I'm going to show you how to fix it. You have a crazy little thing that doesn't want to sit the way that you want it to sit. You're still washing. You're still waiting on your earring supplies to come in. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when you're waiting on stuff. Get here already. So I've got this little bitty thin piece of wire, and it's the same thing. It's a bind wire. It's just super duper thin. Again, get it on Amazon. Now I'm going to take this. Hopefully you can see. I'm going to run it through one of these vines. It's exactly the same color as the grapevine, so you won't be able to tell it's something else. You need one of those staplers. They weren't very expensive. I got it on Amazon. So I'm just taking it and honestly, really loosely, just twisting. Let me see if I can bring it. Can you see that? Really loosely just twisting where it's staying in place. So it just looks like I kind of have a little vine right here. And it's gonna make a liar on me. It needs to be a little tighter. It needs to be just a little tighter than that. Okay. I made it too loose. I went too loose. Here we go. Kim, were you talking to me? I need you somewhere? I got a spot right here. All right, I've got one more. Where do I want to put it? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there? It's naturally going that way. I'll go there. All right. Now, I think what I'm going to do is start with, get off of there. I think I'm going to start with the biggest things, which are the hydrangeas. And I definitely want at least a couple of each in here. If not 3 and 3. I might do 3 and 3. Yeah, maybe. 3 and 3 sounds good. Let's go. And there that went. I can see. I can see you said you need me somewhere. Is that the last thing you said, Kim? Oh, aren't they gorgeous? I dropped one behind it. It flew. Trust me. If you've ever watched my lives, if something does not go flying, it's not alive. Excuse me. I don't make jewelry. I make wreaths and arrangements and decor and the such. And I catapult things across the room when I do it. And I'm back. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I could see your comments. I just didn't know if you were talking to me because they were like weird they were weird comments, Kim. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. I haven't been doing it for very long, so I really appreciate that. All right, so I think I'm going to start in the center. I do love doing it, though. It is my favorite thing to do. So I think that comes out in it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go in with the grain of the wreath. That way I have little to none. When I'm done with the wreath, I'll have little to no stems to cut off of the back. Am I on one platform? I'm talking to people you can't see. I'm on all the platforms. Is that what you're asking me? If I'm on all the platforms, Kim. I'm on Facebook and YouTube and what else am I on? TikTok and Epic. I'm on all the places. This one lost a piece. All right, we can fix that. Everything's fixable. Well, you're making sure you weren't crazy. Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far, Kim. We're all a little crazy. Yes, I did just start. Yes. All right, Sharon. So I'm streaming to them all at once. I'm only streaming to YouTube right now. Is that what you're asking me? I'm just on one platform at the moment. I understand now what you're trying to ask me. At the current moment, I am only on YouTube. See, I thought you knew the answer to that question. That's why I was like, why are you asking me this? Why are you asking me these questions? You already know the answer. You know what platforms I'm on, Kim. You're on the same ones. Yes, currently I am only on YouTube. Streaming at the moment. I'm going to leave a little bit space because I've got other stuff. I have other things to put in here. Thank you so much. I love, love, love the purple. And I love that the light purple has the dark purple in it. So it matches really, really nicely. Yeah, I got all of these hydrangeas recently from TMI Gifts. They've really been cranking out some beautiful stuff lately. Really have. This one probably could have used a steam, but we'll stick it in. We will stick it in anyway. Okay, we can go up here. Yep, now that I have the flowers in it, it doesn't want to tilt anymore. These I got from TMI. I got these from TMI. I got the wisteria leaves from TMI. This is from Walmart. The He Is Risen. Man, I went to Walmart for the first time the other day since they put out their Easter. I just have them deliver a lot of the time. So I actually went in and I was like, Walmart stepped up their game. Woo! They really did. They stepped it up for Easter. I think I'm going to put this in. There was a pin in there. There it is. Put my ribbon in so I can work around it. Now, since I'm going to have so much purple in here, I wanted to break it up. And I have this Farasilk ribbon that is pretty much the same colors as the sign. It's like a burlap with a white trim. So I thought it would go pretty well on this side. So that's my thinking. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a whirl. So I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I really want the flowers to be the star of the show over here. And I'm just going to do, I want to do some decent sized loops though. So I'm going to do like some 6-inch loops. And I think I'll do, I don't know, do maybe 3, I think I might do like 3 loops. Yeah, why not? Like I said, I don't want it to be a huge bow, just something in there to break up the colors. I've lost that tiny little pin already. Ah, there it is. Did I pull a wire? I did not. stick that down. Here we go. Let's move this out the way. In there, do you want it up there, down or up? I'm kind of feeling down. What do you, down or, yes, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling down. All right, and I'm going to stick this straight through. Same way I did the bind wire earlier. I'm going straight through the grapevine instead of around it. And I'll fix that in a minute. And twist it up real good. All right. Now, I'm going to be putting stuff all around it. So I'm just kind of going to leave it right now because I'm going to fool with that a gazillion times before I'm done. All right, let me grab some of this other stuff and move it closer towards me. What do I want to go in with next? All right. I'm looking. We're going to make this flowy, very flowy. Okay. How pretty. You bought that sign? They had so many pretty things there, didn't they? I was pleasantly surprised when I went in there. I went for one thing. I went for that little blue bunny head, and I had no idea Walmart was the place that had it. I saw it online. I saw so many people had that little bunny, and I'm like, oh, certainly that came from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something like that. Nope. Walmart. I did a Google search, and it's like it came from Walmart. I was like, really? So I went to get it, and then I was like, oh my, look at all this stuff. I only picked up a couple things though. I was like, I'm not gonna buy a ton of stuff. I already have a ton of stuff. Okay. Now, this is gonna look weird at first, but you gotta trust the process. Walmart has upped their game. They really have. Now, I'm going to go up high, and I'm going to bend this to the shape of the wreath. This I'm going to make very flowy with some drapiness coming down. I'm going to have some cream colors and some other colors too. Thank you so much, Sharon. And I'm probably going to cut some of the length off because this is really long. But I just want to go high enough that and I might take some of that wire just to hold it down. So I'm getting some of this flowiness started on the side. I might not need to hold it down, but we'll see. And I'll probably cut this into a couple of pieces just so that it makes it easier to work with. If you're having trouble working with something and it's just giving you a problem, a lot of times if you cut it down into pieces, it makes it a lot more manageable to use. Isn't the thinner ribbon so nice to work with? That I will tell you. I don't know if you saw the bunny wreath I just did. But that velvet ribbon, the thin velvet ribbon, that came from TMI. That ribbon is so thick, and it comes in so many colors, and it feels like a Farris silk ribbon, and it's so inexpensive, so inexpensive. Ooh, she's long. She's long. That's all right. I loved that bunny. I really did. I was on a mission to find that thing. I really was. I do. I sell them on Etsy. Sell them on Etsy. I've got a small shop here at a painted tree location in Tulsa. I do some craft shows here and there. On my front door, we've got a wreath that's very very cottagecore with the wisteria and things just kind of flowy and coming down, and that's kind of the look I'm going for here. So even though we have some big focal ribbon here, we're going to add in some smaller flowy stuff to make that look happen. I mean, it's not going to take a lot to do it, but it's going to be pretty once we do. Yeah, my Etsy shop is GE Butterfly at Etsy.com. Green-eyed butterfly was already taken. Rude. I'm going to leave that. I know it looks funny for now. I might trim that after I add the cream. Like I said, trust the process. It may look funky for the moment, but, and I might just clip maybe one of these to go to add in up top, just to bring some of this up higher. Thank you, Kim. And I'm bending my, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm bending all of my stems before I put them in. Nothing grows straight in nature. And even beyond that, this wreath is not straight, so it's round. All right, get in there. I might trim this and stick them in here like this. Yeah, that's better. That is better. All right, now I've got some cream. See, look how flowy. You trying to earn your pay? Thank you. You're doing such a good job, Kim. I will return the favor show you ever need it. You know I will. See, like I said earlier, it was going to get crowded in here. I wasn't worried about having a thin wreath. It was going to get crowded. Aw, shucks. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. So, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm just adding in a little bit color, and we're draping it down. Ooh, I cut that one short. Short. Don't want no short man. Y'all remember that song? Remember that song from the, was it from the 90s or the 80s? Don't want no short man. You have to excuse me. I'm silly. Oh, girl, you get creative. You get creative with storage when you start making these things. You really do. Very creative. I didn't, exactly. Making jewelry is something that I don't think I've ever tried, but that would be fun. Do you sell your jewelry, Sharon? I'm just going up and adding some of this color. I'm not too worried about adding cream in the front because I've got some mini ranunculus that I'm going to go and stick. Wow, very nice. I'm going to have to check them out. You sell on Etsy or on your website or? Thank you, Mama. Put that one kind of on an angle, going with the shape of the wreath. You don't know what you're doing? You crack me up, Kim. I love you. Put a little bit of this up top, and then I'll be done with the wisteria. Do I want to stick it? Let me see. I don't know. Let me put this back real quick and see if I want to. Do I want to put one that way, or do I want to just keep them all going like that? I think I want to stick one like this. Whew. That's a lot of glue strings. You know, okay, there's only 2 left on here. I'm going to use them. I'm not just going to keep 2 on that bush. The people that buy my earrings said, no, it's $20 and not at all. You're thinking about it. You know, it's a process to do the Etsy store, but there are, I mean, you could see you don't have to only sell through the Etsy store, but that would certainly open up a whole other, all kinds of clients for you. I mean, it's not overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. But once those sales start rolling in, I mean, it's just another source of income. But I mean, why not? What you got to lose? It does take time though. Like just like Kim said, it takes time for sure for you to get in the algorithm and for everything to start really flowing. But you get there. You get there just like anything else. All right, what's this last one gonna go? What do I want to do with you? You know what? I'm gonna just stick you up here. Get all the tippy toes and stick you up here. Yeah, it needed some height. Okay. I don't think, I had some mums, but I don't think I'm going to put the mums. I don't think I'm going to do the mums. I'm going to do the ranunculus. Because they are small enough. Tuck those babies in there. And then these came from Creek Road. They have the best, I mean, they come with all the fillers. The little bitty ranunculus, and then they've got the leaves and the little fillers in it. It's like a little one-stop shop. So I'm just going to go in and fill in, add a little bit color on the inside. And I'm going to kind of spread out some of that in between. And they're pushers too. Funny story about some of the, I had a funny story about the white mini ranunculus. You're gonna laugh. So, you know how it is when you place your orders and you're that close to free shipping and you're like, well, I'm just gonna order a few more things and get my free shipping. You know, I'm not gonna pay for shipping. Why would I do that? And I can get more product instead. That's just crazy pants. So, oh, my silly butt does not always order from over here where all my supplies is, like I should. Like my supplies are. I'm sorry, I just said like my supplies is. So for like 4 different orders, I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, you know, and I could use some white ranunculus. I kept forgetting that I kept ordering white ranunculus. And every time I'd open a box and I'd look, I'm like, why did I buy more white ranunculus? I hope they still have white ranunculus. Because there's a ridiculous amount here because I keep ordering them because I forget I ordered them the last time. Oh. Oh, I just need to get up to free shipping. I'll just order some white ranunculus. Man, I already had white ranunculus. What was I thinking? Oh God. I did that with the other Kim's kit. Now, but it was like a few days before the event. I had ordered Kim's kit already, and when I went to my orders, I didn't see it. It wasn't in my orders. All right, bye, Sharon. I didn't see it in my orders. So, of course, I freaked out and I was like, oh no, I told her I ordered her kit. I don't have her kit. It's not in here. Let me order it now. I order it and realize that I ordered it from a different account, from like my personal email instead of my business one. I don't know why. But, so, I see that now I have two, and I'm like, what to do, what to do? Thank goodness they are fantastic over there at Creek Road. I was like, help, help, I ordered a kit. I ordered two of them. Can you swap it out, please, and give me Courtney's kit instead? And they took care of it all. They're fantastic over there. You know where to go if you can't find the white ranunculus. It's all at my house. 2 rolls of the deluxe ribbon of the pink. Never used the first one yet. Don't you hate when that happens? I'm telling you. All right. So now we got that. Ooh, isn't this pretty? We've got some bead grass in purple. I am loving these. Absolutely love them. They're just so pretty. I don't need the whole stem. In fact, I probably shouldn't have cut all of those off. I'm probably not going to use them all. Let's see. Let's see. How many? Just a few, and I'm gonna grab some of those stems that I just threw away. Go digging in the garbage here. Okay, I'll just put a few of those on the outside there. Oh, grab some of these. So what y'all got planned for the rest of the day? Did you finish your grapevine yet, Kim? Now I just made a shepherd's hook off of an old stem by bending it, and I'm just taking these little ones that I took off and sticking them right on here. You just did? I bet it's beautiful. Oops. That one did not go on. I'm not going to put a ton of this. I'm just going to go kind of throughout see that. Clean and finish a wreath. The wreath part sounds good. The cleaning part sounds wah. Wah, wah. Ooh, my voice went. Here. I'm just going to pull this off of here. What kind of wreath are you making, Maria? Is it Easter or spring or every day? I've got so many projects lined up, and I've got so many ideas for projects and stuff to do. I don't even know which one to do next. Spring. Guys, I've just been into all these big, bold colors lately. Clearly, if you've seen my stuff, it's been really bright. Very, very bright. Trying to do one with no bow. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. Yep, not all wreaths need a bow. A lot of them can just stand on their own. All right, I'm going to stick that on there. That's already bent, so I'm just going to stick it here. I'm going to do one more, I think. After that, I'm going to push it back and see if it needs anything else or what it needs or what I want to do or do the hokey pokey. I don't know. Usually I'll have an idea, and then until I'm designing, I don't know. Exactly, Kim. There's a lot of wreaths that no bow is better. I'll have to fix the bottom of this bow too. Yeah, I've got several no bow wreaths now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, you're crazy. That one's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I pulled way more florals than I need. I pulled so many things. push it back and just take a look at it. Make it straight first. I'm going to tuck a couple of little tea leaves in, a couple of these little, I have a few little bitty holes, and then I think I'm done, guys. Me, what dress did I pick? The hydrangea. I know a lot of people pick the green one. However, I'd like to be able to breathe. Breathing is a good idea. Yeah, that green one was pretty, but it was just, oh, thank you, thank you. And the hydrangea is just, it's so comfortable, so comfy. You still working on it, huh? Oh, I got stuck to me. You working on coming? Do I still have to, I gotta come get you? Hole right there. And I think I want to put that right in the middle of the bow. I will come kidnap you. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, I want that right in the middle because I want it to hide my my wire. And do I want this either right here or up here? I think I'm going to put it down here. There's a hole right here. I'm just going to fold these up. And then I'll clean the back up after. All right. What do you think? Ta-da! Here we have it. All finished. 18-inch grapevine. Got some hydrangeas and wisteria and ranunculus. Oh, I think it's pretty. If I need to zhuzh it up at all, I will, but I think it's really pretty. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Kim, thank you for being my moderator, as always. I appreciate you. All right. Till next time. I will see you next time. I love you guys. Again, like and subscribe if you are not already. Amber with Green Eyed Butterfly. Thank you. Bye.